Hello, my name is Dr. Joanne Roberts. I'm a former school superintendent, as well as I've held positions as Chief Deputy Superintendent, second in command, principal, and I started my career as a speech and language pathologist. For the last 50 years, I've also spent time working with the Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson, the founder of this organization. One of the things that he made very clear during those years, that every student should graduate with a voter registration card and a diploma. So to honor his legacy and his hard work, Senate Bill 1786 in the state of Illinois is named after him. This bill will allow high school students to vote during their high school day. Principals will provide the opportunity for them to vote, and pre-general election, they will have the opportunity to register to vote. This is important because doing my work with Deborah Crable, who's standing next to me in her organization, Know Your Power, Know Your Vote, I discovered, reading a report from the Chicago Board of Election, that most of the students who registered in Chicago were from the North Side, South Side, and downtown. So by mathematics, you can see most of the minority students and students living outside of these boundaries had limited access to the voting registration process. So we need your help. We need your help to get this bill passed. We need every state to think about having a voter registration so all high school students can register to vote. But this job was not done by me alone. Standing next to me is also Miss Pettis. She registered hundreds of kids at Leo High School. Also, next to her is Miss Betty Magnus from Rainbow Push. She is very much active and working with the area of voting. Also included is Reverend Wilson and Freddie from Chicago Votes. There are many organizations, I will not name them all, who signed on to support this bill.
This legislation is really being led by the women of Push. They are leading this effort to build on the legacy of Reverend Jackson. It's because we have people who graduate from our schools in this state and they get a diploma, but they don't understand the civic engagement that's necessary. And so we believe that when you get a diploma, you should also get the voter registration card. I fundamentally believe that I should play a role in cultivating a new generation of leadership. And the only way that can happen is if young people are fully engaged in the process and they understand the responsibility they play in shaping this democracy. It's going to require us to build and grow that base to defend ourselves. That will only happen when we engage with young people in our schools. Public, private, whatever, we must engage with them. And I ask you, if you see a legislator, whether they're in the Senate or the House in Illinois, ask them to support this piece of legislation. Let us build on Reverend Jackson's legacy, and let us fight back against the destruction that is this administration.
So we want to make sure that this bill is passed. We need you to go to Know Your Power, Your Vote website, and you can see you can take action, as well as we want you to call Senator Don Harmon's office. Then all that information is there on the website, so that to let them know that you want this bill passed for the students and the citizens of the state of Illinois.
Go to knowyourpowervote.us because it's all about us. Know your power and vote.